This shit happens, but welcome.
Thank you.
You want to introduce yourself? Let everybody know what you do, who you
Yeah,
are.
Johnny Boy Lopez, artist and manager from Merced, California, 9th Street to be exact. I am one half of Now Gen Records.
One half.
Yeah,
the
it's
other half.
me and then my boy got him, Jimmy Rivera. That we both started it together. He had a label on his own called Native Movement.
Okay.
And
I think I remember that too.
And it was ran by like this Indian dude who kind of like had reservation money. Like he was getting like 80 bands.
Oh, so Native American.
Yeah. Jimmy's Native American, and so is the former owner that we used to work with. And yeah, we just kind of had the typical story, rich guy comes in trying to save the day type shit, and then
NWA
ends up like kind of trying to do us dirty. He even tried to tell me to clip my main guy Jimmy, and right then and there I knew like Jimmy's the one I need to go into business with. And
clip like kill him or
no, like clip him as in like get him on like come with me, come with me. You don't need to be with him. They were having like their little issues or whatever, and he seen me. Then. He seen me as a valuable piece, and I'm a loyal dude. Jimmy brought me to the table, so that immediately I told Jimmy, I was like, bro, I don't think this dude is fucking. I don't even think he cares about us. I think he just wants to capitalize off of us, And then from that point on, I told him how, because the dude literally said like this. He's like, I know you respect Jimmy. He was like, but. And when he did that, bro, I literally I'm in Jimmy's studio, so I literally just turned away from him. I turned my little chair, and I just turned it away from him and just acted like. And then from that moment on, Gotham was like, let's do what you're doing, because I had Now Gen, but that was just all my friends.
Yeah,
we were just friends in high school.
Yeah, and
then he was like, let's turn that into the label, and then from there it just started growing.
And how many artists are in Now Gen now?
5.
Five.
There's 5 of us. Yeah.
How do you tell? Like I'm on the record, like you don't take this the wrong way, right? But
no, you're good.
I'm on a record, and I say like a lot of rappers, like local rappers, suck.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's a general consensus for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially any local, area. The phrase like the cream of the crop rise to the top.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to find that because it's so saturated. There's so many. There's like a new artist every day.
How do you tell them, like, this ain't for you? This is not the profession for you, or like nah, like.
My big thing is don't kill their dream. Don't kill their dream, but be realistic with them. Tell them what it is that they can work on. Kind of be constructive but positive at the same time. Because I come from the era where people were like, you're trash. You're trash.
Would say that.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. That honesty is good, but some people aren't strong enough to take that. Some artists, they get real offended.
Isn't that the art? Aren't those the artists you don't want?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like all the guys on my team know I'm brutally honest with them for sure. And I would definitely like deny people when they used to want to be in Now Gen. I'm like, nah, like you're not like ready yet. Go make a couple records. My big thing is if you're gonna be doing music, you got to be having shows. Eventually, you gotta get to some type of business, like whether it be merch or you have to show growth in steps. I think a lot of artists just think you make music and then overnight success, which is like no one's story. Like usually, every big person has like a long, dragged out.
Well, they say like the road is where they make their money, right? Like selling merch
and being at shows and stuff like that. So that's really where the big business is at. And then, like you were saying, the people that aren't as skilled, those guys, you get your homies around you too. Because I had this with myself, where there's like 20, 30 people around you and they're all telling you you're good. When you're a realist, you start asking yourself like, well, who's going to be real with me? And who's going to tell me like, you're good, but you can do this. You can elevate it.
Yeah.
So like I'm always trying to find the truth, and I know I'm not the best, and how can I get towards that?
Are you still rapping?
Oh yes, sir. I've been. I still do shows. I book the artist as well too.
Out of 10, where do you rank yourself?
10.
Like rate yourself.
It's 10 for sure. Not even a second guess. Like
so you're
10.
saying 10. You're 10 out of 10.
I'm a 10 out of 10. I hit every mark. Every mark you can think of, rapping wise. I don't use my lyrics on stage, so I'm live. So for that, that kind of lets fans feel like they're a part of it.
What do you mean you don't use lyrics on stage?
Like, you know how when you go on, you hear somebody, they'll have their backtrack where the song's playing and they're rapping over it, like
right,
karaoke style.
So you just have the beat.
It's just the beat. So I can manipulate it any way I want. Say, like, for a lot of people that don't know my music, say I'm on stage and I feel like I'm about to stumble. I could manipulate it live because there's no lyrics behind me. And then, but those are techniques that I learned over the years. You know, my first time. You mind if I?
Go ahead, man.
Okay, for sure. The first time I ever seen that was Kendrick Lamar live in Fresno at the Big Fresno Fair.
Oh, he was there, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
before
sir.
he blew up.
Yeah,
though.
that was the week before Good Kid, Mad City came out. So, yeah, I remember I was rapping like everybody else, just using my lyrics and everything behind me, you know, the typical rap style. And then I seen him, and there's a song he has called Rigor Mortis, where he's rapping like nonstop. And he did that shit live. And I was like, whoa, if I could even do half of that, I think I'll be all right. And then another reason why I say 10 is because I know the insides and out too. Like I know how to boost an artist. I know the business, and that's why I would say I'm probably like a label's migraine, you know, because they can't fuck me over, which what they do to a lot of artists, and that's why artists started coming to me because they know that I've actually experienced it. I've performed in front of 10,000 people, 8,000 people, 5,000 people.
10 people.
Yeah, 10 people, 5 people. There's the first big festival I had the year before that. I did a festival where there was just vendors, no people in the crowd or anything. It was in Livingston. They had like a 4th of July thing. I think they do it every year.
Yeah.
And like all the by nighttime, the bands are rocking and it's packed out there. But I was an opener at that time, and yeah, I remember thinking like, man, is it ever gonna happen? Like, am I ever going to see one of those big crowds? And literally the next year, we're doing nothing but big festivals.
Who comes first, you or your artist?
Luckily, when I was coming up, Gotham ran everything. So,
but like right now, like say there's a show, like do you book yourself on your own shows?
Yeah, for sure.
But do you headline or like?
Yeah, it just depends on the event. Sometimes I'm headlining my own events. Sometimes I'm headlining my own tour. But then there's also like situations where you have like an artist like Acito or a GB or a Rico.
He's pretty handsome. The first guy.
Who, Acito?
Yeah.
Okay. The ladies do love him.
He's pretty handsome.
Dude, the ladies love him. And what do you call it? Even the dudes, man, they not on a weird shit, but just like the respect and just the admiration he gets from the fans is like next level for sure.
He's a handsome guy. I saw him. I was like, he's a handsome guy. We made a reaction video to their song, and we were like, hey, he's a pretty good looking guy. I mean, no Diddy, bro.
Yeah, no Diddy. It's all
no
good.
Diddy, but yeah, no, he's a good looking guy.
Yeah,
so he must be good with the ladies.
Oh yeah. I mean, he that's like I would say predominantly his biggest fan base is probably women.
That's good.
Yeah, which is great because they're the biggest consumers.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, when it comes to like music and merchandise and stuff like that, women are gonna go buy that. They're gonna go support and throw that money down for whoever it is they like. Men, we second guess. We tend to like, do I really want to spend this? You know.
That's true.
Yeah. So I and that's what I mean about the 10, right? What I was saying, it's like I know little things just like that, just little tricks of the trade that. If you implement them right, you know, you can really, you can make some really big things happen, you know. And I'm a small artist. I'm nowhere near where a lot of even the guys that I manage. But I've been able to do bigger things because of just always willing to grind. I do camera work. I do audio work. I do it all. So that kind of like I offer my services as well. Like whenever I'm meeting a new promoter or something, I can let them know like, hey, after I perform, I'll film your whole event. Oh. And then that was what got me in the door like a lot, for sure. And like when I'm opening up for like 2 Chainz, Tech 9, RJ, like big people. That was
Yeah.
because I'm offering my services.
Oh, who's your favorite rapper?
Tech Nine. So I already
All
knocked
time?
off. Yeah, I already knocked off one of my bucket list things. That
Is
was
he your goat?
yeah, for sure, for sure.
He's
yeah,
like
yeah,
your
he's the only rapper that made me cry.
He's like the best rapper of all time, though.
To me, that's all my own preference. Yeah, but there's a long story with that. You know, he came to Merced one year. I think I was in like the 5th grade, which is a long time ago because I'm 32. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, he did. He came.
Yeah, he played the Mainzer.
It was like in 90. Was it 90?
It was like 98, 99,
Yeah,
something
he
like
came.
that. Yeah, he came to
I
Merced.
forgot what they called it. Didn't Dr. Dre come too?
I don't know who Mac Dre came.
Mac Dre came. Mac Dre came, yeah.
And there was a lot of like bigger figures now. They
Mac
were
Dre did
smaller
come.
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's your goat.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, he's the biggest independent act still to this day for the last 20 years. When he goes to his concerts, like the concert that I opened up for him for at X Fest, there's 22,000 people there.
I remember X Fest.
And it was
They don't do that no more, do they?
No, that was the last one. He shut it down, like literally.
I remember X Fest.
Yeah, it was good times for X Fest. Shouts out to Chris Ritchie, man. He used to put on amazing events.
All right, so give me a top 5. Your top 5, rap wise.
Tech Nine,
Number 1.
yes. Jay-Z, Kanye West. Trying to think who I listened to more. The last two.
Yeah, who you think?
Trying to think of these last two right. He's going to be an honorable mention. I would say Drake for sure, even though what happened. Drake in that, but he's in the bottom half. You know, he's in the bottom half of the top 5. But like I said, those are from different reasons.
Drake?
Yeah, Drake and Kendrick probably had to be in the last 2. For sure.
Who's your honorable mention?
Wiz. I was going to say Wiz, but just because of his impact, merch-wise, lifestyle, culture-wise. Yeah, and
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. I mean, if you want
Wiz is cool.
What it is, like embodying an artist, he's it for sure. And like, he was the first one that made me think too. Like, I saw him on Coachella, and I was like, damn, like, this is his first time on Coachella, and he's performing Black and Yellow, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. This right here, you know. And then he always showed his real life too, like the day-to-days where you can see exactly what he's doing in the studio. You can see what he's just kicking it with his kid, or, you know, just all types of stuff like that. It let me know more about him as a person than just an artist, which got me more involved, made me want to, you know, like I said, it'll make you, stuff like that makes you want to buy the merch, makes you want to, you know, buy into that artist.
All right, I'm going to change the subject because I don't agree with your list.
Oh, it's okay. You could pick it apart if you like.
Just kidding. I don't know, Drake.
Yeah, unfortunately, me and my friend were just having this conversation, and he was saying the same thing. He was like, it's getting very hard to even put him in that, because he said the same thing. He's like, man, he's in my top 5, but now all these
It's hard. Top 5 is
all
hard.
these
There's
leaked
so
records
many.
that are coming out.
There's so many good artists.
Yeah, well, now that all these leaked records are coming out, I think he's gonna start probably falling back. But then it's like, okay, who do we put there? Because he's been on top for 15 straight years. And there's not too many rappers that can say that.
Mainstream wise, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
for
give
sure.
him that.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I take into consideration for, like, being the best artist. You know, it's usually like, okay, what is your impact? Like, what is your impact on the culture in totality?
That's a good point.
And then he's like I said, 15 straight years. It's like an incredible run. So it's kind of hard to not put him there. But like I said, you're getting all this new evidence of records that he like. Man, I was hurt the other day when I heard the Mob Ties reference, because I was bro, this was my favorite song on the project. I'm like, so what are we doing now? You know? And then I've heard a lot of people have the same sentiment. They said, if we find out that Back to Back wasn't him, it's over. I will firmly move him out of my.
But like
top 5.
everybody makes something that's already been made, right?
Well, to an extent, I guess you could say that, because nobody's reinventing the wheel. Nobody's saying something that
like
nobody else is saying.
What rappers do you have that are actually like you haven't like I don't know? Most of them is like something that's already been done before, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's why we like certain artists too, because they give us that familiar feeling of something that we liked in the past. That's why people like Griselda, because it gives them that East Coast, like, it feels like the 90s when they rap, in today's time, with a little bit of a flair, and then it's the same thing with like the young artists now today. You got the kids identify with like the EBKs and people like that. They identify with not just their music but their lifestyle, and
see, to me, I'm not sure. My favorite rapper, Biggie, is my favorite rapper.
That's fire. Yeah, that's fire.
But you know who I think is the best rapper of all time? Only this version of this rapper. 2002, 2003, 50 Cent is the best rapper of all time.
I'll even take Drake off and put 50 there.
Just that version of him, though. Anything else, nah. But 02, 03, 50 was unstoppable.
Oh yeah, he was hard.
And he was
he changed the game.
He was the epitome of. I love how much shit he talks. Mm-hmm. He talks so much shit. He's
Still
always just running his mouth. I listened to his book, and all he does is talk shit. Yeah, he talks shit about everybody in the book. And Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo, just calling him lazy, saying like, y'all don't want to do nothing. That's why I kicked you out of G Unit. Yep. I'm still making money, and I'm like, fuck. Yep. I love 50 Cent. He's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But he called his Diddy shit a long time ago.
That's what I was gonna say. He's been ahead of the curve on a lot of shit that's actually coming out now. So it's, he's probably just sitting back loving that shit. He's laughing like I've been telling y'all, because I've seen, which is scared me because he's been saying shit about Jay-Z for years too. So I'm like, damn man, if any of that shit comes out, I'm gonna be worried.
What did you think of all that Diddy shit?
I mean, unfortunately, it was bad. It was bad. That video that came out,
I saw that.
Like you got to think. Us as in the public eye, like we were just like we didn't know. We didn't know if he did what he's saying. It's all speculation. But when something like that comes out, like hardcore evidence, it's kind of just gonna go one way after that.
I like how he came out in the robe though, on the sandals, and
he was going crazy, bro. Like what was mind-boggling to me is like, you're doing this in a hotel where there's cameras around, there's all this shit, and
he was untouchable though at that point.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's what happens with all the big guys. They feel that they're untouchable. They feel like nobody can stop them, but then you see what happens. Eventually, it catches up to you.
All right, enough rap.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you like Trump?
Oh man, I wouldn't even say I don't like him per se. I just don't fuck with him as a person. He's hilarious. He's fucking entertaining as shit. I'll be the first to admit that. But is that somebody I'm gonna sit and have a drink with? No.
Why? What if Trump was right here? You're talking to Trump, right? Mm-hmm. And he's just like, he's asking you like, why don't you like me?
I would honestly just be real with him. I'd be like, I've
been working on my Trump.
I don't think you really fuck with minorities for real. I don't think you really do. I think it's all a game to you. It's all just, I'm gonna tell them what they want to hear. I'm gonna give them a stimulus so they can shut the hell up. I'm gonna pander to them instead of actually like rocking with us. He could have. I mean, it's not like the hoods or anything are gonna rock with him, but if he would have made an effort, I feel, towards those type of people, like a real concerned effort and actually cared, then yeah. But look at all the people that, to me, like all the people like from my world that are starting to like side with him. It's like people that are not.
Freed 21 Savage though.
Huh?
He freed 21.
No, I thought he freed Kodak. I think it was Kodak.
No, but he helped 21 Savage get back to the country when he got deported.
Oh, okay.
Do you like 21 Savage?
Yeah, I love 21 Savage.
21 Savage.
But for me, like shit like that, to me, I can see through shit like that. There's an advisor coming to him saying, if you do this, you're gonna win over this demographic, and like I said, you're right. If I had a one-on-one with him and was actually able to fill him out and here's, his actual testimony, then cool. Maybe I would come to a different understanding. But from everything I've seen since way back in the Apprentice days, he's always just been this pompous type of asshole dude, and I've never been one that really rocks with shit like that.
What if he called you up, though, and he wanted to collab?
Collab how?
He's called you, right? He calls you, and he's
like, what does he want me
He
for?
calls you, right? And he's like, Johnny boy, Johnny, I want to collab. Johnny, me and you, rap record, now Jen. How do you feel?
Yeah, nah.
Me and you,
my
Trump,
grandpa would fucking kill me.
Make Merced great again, Johnny boy.
Shouts out to my grandpa. My grandpa would.
Shout out to your grandfather. Great person, your grandfather.
You know what's
He would have
crazy?
killed me.
You know what's crazy? You just said what he be really saying. Like, he don't even know people. He be like, oh, your father's a great person.
Oh,
man.
yeah, that's what he does. Like,
yeah.
Great city, Merced, California. Great city. Little stinky, little cow stinky for my liking, but great city.
Yeah.
Talked to Johnny Boy, and he assured us we do have the Merced vote.
So, like I said, shit like that, he's hilarious. He's definitely
he's a comedian.
No, for sure. If he wasn't like a president, I'd probably just be like, oh, he's a TV personality.
He's a troll.
No, for
he's just
sure.
a troll who made it to the White House.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Dude,
like
so
if you're thinking about like, I don't know how you were, but I grew up in a household where like politics was kind of big. Like, so they talked to me and my siblings about politics a lot, and just the approach of the way everything happened in his era, it was just like, this is nothing that I was ever taught. This is nothing and I get that was his strategy, to shake up, the fabric of the way politics is, but it's a gentleman's sport. You feel me? And he was just like, fuck this guy, fuck that guy.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I feel like that's why he won over most of America, because most of America feels that way. Most of America is just like, nah, fuck that, dude. I mean, look at Kendrick. He said, I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way you talk. Him being so honest and transparent made people fuck with him. But also, it's coming from Kendrick, so people are like, he got a better image, so to speak, than Trump. Where Trump has, he got a bunch of scandals from, like, this isn't the first one. He's just the first one he's been found guilty of. Trump, yeah. This is just the first one he's been found guilty of. And he's like, I know a little bit, like I said, I'm not educated on him. I know he's fucked people over, like, with their tuition for the Trump University and shit like that. So, like I said, he's just a shitty person. But I have no dog in the fight. I think Biden's shitty, too. I think he's shitty, too.
How much money would it take for you to endorse Trump?
There's no dollar amount. I can't be compromised.
Tell me that.
No, I'm dead serious. I mean, there's been times where I've been offered real shit and I didn't do it.
$1 billion, Johnny. $1 billion. All you have to go is Instagram and say, vote Trump 2024. Now, Jen.
Nah. I wouldn't do it, because then
$1 billion.
I'm leading my people astray.
$1 billion.
Hey, man, throw that billion. Okay, I'll manipulate it. If I in a hypothetical world, if I'm considering that billion got to go to something that I really care about, whether it be like a children's hospital or whatever.
Okay.
It's not gonna come to me. I'll do that for that. If it's for
$500 million to you, $500 million to the charity of your choice.
I wouldn't be able to take his bread, but I would definitely give it to charity.
You wouldn't take it like a little bit?
Nah.
Yeah, bro, you're a better person than me. I would take that shit in a heartbeat.
Hey, man, and like I said, I've been in situations where some real shit's been offered to me, and I could have easily ran with it.
You're a bigger person than me, dude.
Like I said, luckily, I was raised by some beautiful people in my life.
I was too, but I'm a...
Oh, yeah, and yeah.
Shit, I'm taking it.
No, for sure. I just think that I'll get there. I'm a spiritual person, so whatever I want to get in life, I'll get there.
Damn, that's crazy. No, I'd take it. You know, it's funny. My mom's, she immigrated here illegally, doesn't speak English, biggest Mexican you'll meet, and she's the biggest Trump supporter.
And there's a lot of those, though. You feel me? There's a lot of those. And I don't know if you see my post yesterday. I did say, like, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I don't care what because I don't belong to a political party. You know, I'm not independent. I'm not Republican.
So you're not going to vote?
I didn't last time.
Are you going to vote this time?
There's no candidate that I almost voted for Kanye last time just to be an asshole. Like I almost rebelled in that way, but then like I said, just the things that were taught to me, like you just don't make a mockery of politics or the presidential candidate. You just don't. But like I said, that's due to the way I was raised.
Kanye likes Trump though.
Yeah. Kanye's an idiot too. Kanye's an idiot too. Even in my top 5, he's still
Is he?
He's still an idiot.
What? He's a genius though.
Because he's self-proclaimed a genius, or because he's an actual genius?
He's a musical genius.
Musical genius, yes.
There's different types of geniuses though.
His genius is in music, but it hasn't been there for a while. I don't even think this last, like, shouts out to Ty Dolla $ign. That album isn't like the
Vulture's
greatest.
album.
Yeah,
I didn't listen to it.
It's not like, you know, even the song that's on the radio, like it doesn't get me going.
I didn't listen to it.
I just, it's not really it for me. You know,
I bought some Yeezy pods though.
Oh damn!
My girlfriend bought me some Yeezy.
Oh, that's
pods.
fire. That's fire.
They were like $20 though.
Oh shit!
Remember when everything went on?
Okay.
She ordered them, dude. It took like, I think she ordered them like in fucking January, dude, and they just got here last week.
Okay,
dude.
So it was a big back order for that.
This one right here. Go for it. Yeah, it took like months, dude. I forgot we got them, and then she's like, our Yeezy shit came. I was like, oh shit, and then she ordered me a shirt. Dude, that shit, it was like I usually wear like an L, XL. Bro, we got like an XL. That's just like this big. Humongous. Because he doesn't have sizes. Yeah. It's just 1, 2, or 3. So we went with 3. I'm assuming that's XL. Dude, that's huge. That shirt is huge. It's like a fucking circus tent. No, that shit is.
You gonna rock it anytime soon? Just to you know, for the net or something?
I might just wear it for the episode.
Oh, hell yeah.
I might just wear it for an episode. Big eye. It's humongous. And it's like crop top style. It's so fucking funny, dude. I love Kanye though, dude. Kanye is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I can think you're foolish in certain ways, and I can still like things you do. I think there's a lot of qualities in people that, you know, I can find dope, but then also there are certain things like I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I used to be a straight Kanye stan. Like he was my guy. And then he would just say stupid shit sometimes, and I'm like, bro, just be quiet, just make your music.
That's how he does, though. That's how he does it.
And I feel like that is a strategy for him, for sure. Yeah. He knows, like, I'm gonna get the people riled up. I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna make them pay attention. You know, like I said, they went #1 with that album. So it's not like anything I'm saying even matters, because he's gonna do his numbers. But one thing like I said, I just wish artists were a little bit more conscious of their consumer. You know,
I thought the other guy was a funny choice to make an album with.
Yeah, I mean, Ty Dolla $ign is very well known.
Fell off though.
Yeah, you could say that. Definitely haven't heard a lot from Ty. He's actually a very good producer and songwriter and shit like that.
Well, he's like 2 Chainz. He was a big producer, and then he started finally releasing music. Yeah. But like, I was like, I thought it was an interesting choice.
No, for sure, and I'm still trying to figure out what was the contribution. Was it him and Kanye just like mainly production together, and they, you know, and then Kanye's orchestrating all the records and stuff. And that's the thing too. I know Drake gets a lot of slack, and I'm not caping for Drake, but Kanye got writers too.
They all got writers.
Yeah. Well, unless you're like a Kendrick or somebody, you know.
Who won the rap beef?
Oh, Kendrick,
Easy.
It wasn't even. Especially when you start doing your homework and you see that everything from Drake was fabricated, and that's the hard part. Like I said, there's a lot of things that Drake has done in recent time because he was a lot higher up on my top 5. But he's like I said, you got to put him at like 5 right now.
That's generous.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I think he's gonna start going lower as more things come out, because I don't think it's over. I think more songs might be getting leaked, like reference tracks, and if it's not, and it doesn't even have to be a old song. It could be something he's working on currently, and somebody be like, "Oh, I did this for Drake."
So the ghostwriters are coming out?
Yeah, a lot of them are. Like I said, that Mob Ties thing was like the most damning recently, because it's like everyone across the board loved that song, and then you got LeBron James when that song came out on the shop talking about that song.
LeBron's a big ass liar though.
Okay, I want to hear this.
You never heard LeBron's lies?
Nah. Well, maybe because I'm not paying attention to that though. So
You've never heard about like You've never seen like those compilation videos online about LeBron lying?
I need to check this out. I'm about to do some homework.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, what?
He's not my favorite basketball player, so I'm probably not.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
Well, he's retired. It's Allen Iverson, but then so I'm a Sixers fan. So I don't really pay attention to a lot of Bron.
Oh, dude, you have to look this up.
Yeah,
it's like LeBron. Look up like LeBron's top 5 lies, and it's just like lying blatantly about. You really? You've never seen this? All right, I'll give you an example. Like there was like a. When did Migos pop off? Like 2000.
Say like 2013, 2014.
Right.
Yeah. 15 they hit. You know.
Right. So LeBron was like, yeah, it was about then.
Yeah.
So yeah, about 14. So LeBron, there's a video where LeBron's like, oh yeah, I remember. He's like, I think they started making music in 2011. LeBron's like, oh, I remember 2009. Like I was bumping their music, and everybody's like, what is this? Like, oh no, these are the next guys, and everyone's like, dude, they didn't start making music till 2011. Dude, and you need to look this up.
Yeah,
you need to write this down and look up LeBron's lies, because there's so much shit where everyone's like they just say the lies.
I'm gonna put it in my phone real quick,
bro. It's so fucking funny.
I got
like,
it.
There's like, dude, he has like a Malcolm X book. Okay. He has like a Malcolm X book. He's holding it, and he's in the locker room, and they're like, hey, LeBron, what's your favorite quote from Malcolm X? He's like, oh, I read the whole book. And they're like, oh, what's your favorite quote? And he's like, there's just so many quotes. I just can't pick one, dude. You need to
hella media trained, then,
bro. You need to look that up. It's so bad. No, he's not even media trained, dude. You need to look that up.
You're like, it's so bad that he can't.
Dude, he lies. It's so fucking funny because people just kept figuring out more and more lies that he had, and he just lies about the littlest shit. I'm like, why do you have to lie about that?
Yeah, dude? No, that's probably my biggest pet peeve with people is like they'll embellish and like lie for no reason, and it's like why? Like what for? Like all I asked you was like, can you pass me the remote? And now you're telling me, now you're telling me like,
you need to look that up, bro. He's the biggest fucking liar in the world. It's crazy. So fucking funny, dude. He's just like, even on that show, The Shop, he's like, there was another one where he's like, oh yeah, I remember like, I told my friends like, I have a feeling Kobe's gonna score 81 tonight. He's like, I just have a feeling he's gonna score 80. The night Kobe scored 81, he's like, he's gonna score 81 tonight. And everyone's like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You're fucking lying. No, you need to look it up. Look it up. Look it up, dude. That is
for sure.
It's like you could probably find like a 20-minute video, and it's just LeBron saying shit where he's just like lying about random ass shit. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. I can't believe I heard about that.
But doesn't that go back to like what they say, like don't meet your heroes, because then you'll learn shit about them that you're just like, damn, man, like, because there's artists like that where you'll see them behind the scenes and you're like, fuck, I thought this guy was a cool ass dude.
I don't really idolize artists, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have what are called like TV dads. So I grew up with a single mom, right? So you just idolize men on TV, and you're just like, they're just like your heroes, because you don't have a father figure, right? I read this online. You just idolize people on TV, and you're like, oh shit, these are my heroes. And now that I'm older, I see like my TV dads, and like most of them are like fighters, and they all get their ass beat.
Oh shit! Who are some of your favorite fighters?
Boxing wise or UFC wise?
You can knock out a few both if you
all right
on both.
Oscar De La Hoya,
fire.
Yeah, but when Pacquiao fucked him up, bro, I felt like my dad was getting his ass beat on TV, and I was like, fuck.
Were you sad?
Oh, dude, I thought, dude, I didn't, because that was Pacquiao's coming out party. So I didn't know who Pacquiao really was. Like, I knew he fought Eric Morales a couple times. So I was like, okay, he's cool. But, like, Oscar's next level. He fucked him up. Mm-hmm. I was like, Lord. I watched the highlights, and I'm just like, I can't. Because I'm like.
You think he beat Mayweather?
No.
No? Because he still says that to this day. No.
I rewatched that fight. So I watched that fight live in 2008 when it happened. Mm-hmm. And I thought Oscar won. Okay. I really thought Oscar won. Okay. I was like, Oscar, and I held on to that for years. I held on to that, like he won, like he got robbed. But then, like I would watch fights then, but I was watching them just as a casual, and then I got really into the UFC, and then I got really into boxing, and then I started watching it like objectively, like actually watching the fight to see who won. And I watched the Oscar fight and Mayweather again, and I watched it, and I was like, he didn't win the fight.
Yeah.
He didn't. He missed a lot of shots, and he hit with Mayweather, his shoulder roll, like everything just goes off the shoulder. But it looks like it's going off the head, but everything's going off the shoulder. So I watched it, and I was like, yeah, Oscar didn't win that fight. I wanted him to win. I thought he won. I really thought he won, and he didn't win.
Yeah.
He didn't win. I'm a big Canelo fan right now.
Fire.
UFC wise, my favorite fighter of all time is GSP.
Fire. Okay.
He's my GOAT.
Yeah, I would say he's the GOAT in a lot of conversations.
He's my GOAT only because, like, I know people say John Jones and Anderson Silva and all these. I'm like, they're probably better fighters, but GSP never popped.
I was about to say they had the
no
PED
no
thing.
controversies, nothing, dude. He exemplified what a mixed martial artist was, in and out of the ring. So I'm like, you know what? To me, that's my GOAT.
To this day, still, you see interviews with him, he's still very disciplined.
Yeah, he's kind of retarded though, dude.
Have
you ever heard like an interview with him?
What makes you say that?
You never heard an interview with him?
Kind of, but I mean, I just attributed like he's from somewhere else. So
I think he has like CTE.
Okay,
Because there's some stuff he says like, and then he has that funny.
He still wants to fight Khabib too. I think Khabib
in their primes. In their primes,
then it's a different fight.
In their primes, who wins?
GSP. He's been in there more times. He knows he'll have more tools, and I think he can stump the wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's gonna have a bigger problem with the wrestling as some of these other guys that have fought Khabib, or even look at Islam. He's fucking dominating fools with just pure wrestling. He's been able to knock out some guys, but for the most part, they bear claw you down, they hold you down, they get you tired, then they go for the guillotine, and it's over.
How do you feel about tomorrow's fight?
I'm pulling for Dustin.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I want Dustin to knock him out. I hope he knocks him out.
What's your heart say? Like
Dustin will knock him out.
Like your money. Where's your money at?
I would put money on Dustin this time.
To win.
This time for sure. I can see it in his eyes. I know you've watched enough fighters to kind of see it like, I can see it. He wants this bad.
I have a feeling there's going to be an upset tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But
you don't know if it's Dustin?
Well, no, I think Dustin's going to win tomorrow.
Okay, for sure.
I think it's now or never.
Yeah, no. Did you hear what John Anik said too? He was like, for all the guys on this card, this guy doesn't even need this belt. Really, he's fought the who's who. He's won belts. He's done shit. But if he beats Islam,
doesn't matter though. He's never won the big one, dude.
Yeah, no, exactly. He's been an interim, right?
So always been what is it called? You're always a bridesmaid. You're not the bride.
Yeah, so I think it would be nice for him to do that. And
did he win an interim?
Yeah, I believe he won an interim championship before. And then I think when they went to Unify, he lost.
I don't think he's ever won.
No?
I don't think so. Did he? Interim light heavyweight? I don't think he's lost. How many title shots has he had? 2?
One against Khabib.
Okay, yeah, and then he lost against Oliveira
and Islam.
Did he lose against Islam?
I think they fought, but not for a belt.
Is it?
I think because I could have swore they fought, or I might got him mistaken. I might have him mistaken with somebody else.
Khabib.
Yeah, I might have him mistaken with somebody else. No, you're right. They haven't fought. I'm just thinking Khabib. You know why I'm thinking he's fought him because of the way Islam's been talking. He's like I know he can't do it. He's talking like he's done it before.
Islam's so fucking good.
No, he is, man. You say he's not good, or
he's fucking good.
Oh, dude, he's insane. He's fucking insane. I don't understand it either because he's smaller than a lot of the guys he fights, but he's just so fucking he knows how to use it. I mean, those Dagescani guys, they're literally wrestling bears.
You watch a lot of fights?
Yeah, I try to watch all of them as much as I can.
Do you bet or?
No, I should though.
You should?
I should.
Why, you just pick them or what?
Yeah, most of the time I'm just watching as a fan.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite fighter is the local guy, Nick and Nate. You know, those I love watching them. They're probably what draw me back to the sport because I first started watching it when Frank Mir and Brock fought.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the first fight I ever watched on UFC.
Okay.
And when Frank Mir got him, I was like, whoa.
Oh, you watched that one.
I was shocked. Like, I was like, you know, you grow up watching wrestling, you're like, fucking Brock's about to kill this guy.
Man,
you know?
Brock was the man.
And then, boom, he just fucking knocked him. And I was like, I remember I was in Nebraska visiting my uncle because he was in the Air Force. So I went to go visit him that summer, and he's like, you want to watch the fight? And I'm like, yeah, Brock's fighting. Let's watch it. And me and him were just, we couldn't believe it. That whole night, that's all we were talking about. I was like, he got fucking dropped. Like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is going on? We could not believe it.
Damn. No.
Yeah, that was a big fight.
I watched. It's just so many fights.
Yeah, dude. But that's why I love it, because every week you can
it's
turn
like a quality
it on
guy fighting.
Yeah.
It's like a quality guy fighting, and I'm like, fuck. It's so much to keep up with. I still watch it, though. I used to watch it a lot more, though.
Okay.
I used to watch it a lot more and pay more attention to it, like detail-wise. It's just so much, so I can't.
Yeah. Like, you got the UFC who drops a new event every weekend.
Yeah.
You got boxing who, even if it's not a big fighter, they got fights every weekend.
You watch a lot of boxing?
I'm not as familiar with a lot because there's a shit ton of boxers.
Yes.
Like, there is a shit ton of boxers and there's hella belts too. So that's
Dude,
the one
I
thing
hate that.
I don't like that either. Like, I'm like, why is there so many belts in all these different divisions?
Should be
like,
one fucking belt.
Yeah. So that kind of throws me off with boxing.
Yeah.
And then I've seen boxing matches get straight up rigged. Like, you can see it. You're like, a person got his ass whooped and somehow he still wins. And I'm like, how the fuck does that still happen in today's society?
Money, dude. Money
Yeah.
talks. Come
no,
on.
you're right. You're 100% right. It's
Money talks. Have you been to a UFC fight live?
No, that's actually on the goal list within this year. I would love to. I told my Theo, I was like, let's go to the Sphere. I'm like, because it's going to be a one-time thing, you know? So that's what Dana said. He's like, I'm doing this once. So when he said that, I was like, that might be the fight to go to.
Logistically is probably really hard to do. Have you seen the Sphere yet or no?
Sure. Yeah, I've seen it like from Instagram and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
dude, in person, it's fucking...
You've been there?
I've seen it. Like,
okay.
In person, dude, it's so weird. It's just like a big-ass ball in the middle of Vegas, and it just, like, turns into random shit.
Yeah.
Like, at night, it's just like the moon. It's like a basketball. It's like random-ass shit, dude. You just see, like, they made it into, like, SpongeBob's face for a minute. And you're just watching that shit, and it's just, like, it's huge, dude. You don't understand how big it is.
Yeah, because I remember driving into Vegas one time, and I seen, like, Allegiant Stadium, and I'm like, damn, this thing is huge. So is it, like, more eye-catching than that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, dude, you'll see it, like, it's just you driving, and that's all you see now is a Sphere. It's so fucking big. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because you see it. We went and played Top Golf, and you just see it's like a humongous basketball, and I was like, damn, it's that shit. Like, that shit's crazy.
That's pretty dope.
No, I would want to watch the UFC in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, as soon as I heard months ago before he announced it that he was gonna do it there, and like I said, I watch UFC avidly. I would say. Right, and especially, I knew that they had a good product when Nate left, and I was still watching it. You know, like, I'm like, okay, the guy who talks all the most shit and everything, he's gone, and this shit's still a very entertaining product. So I'm still very locked into the UFC.
What do you like to do, like, besides music? What do you like to do?
I know this is gonna sound corny, but be with my daughter for sure. She's 6 years old. So these are the pivotal years.
How do you like being a dad?
I love it. It's what I was supposed to do. It's what I was made to do.
Rate it 1 to 10.
20. It's the greatest job I've ever had. It's the hardest job I've ever had. There's no but the one thing I had was my mom, like you, grew up with a single mother. She told me there's no rule book to this. You're gonna stumble. You're gonna fuck up. So don't try to be perfect. Just try to be present. Try to be there. And I didn't have my father in my life, so that was the biggest thing for me was I want to be present in my daughter's life, and even though me and her mother aren't together, we still co-parent very well.
Have you heard that single mom song?
Nah.
You don't? Are you not really like on social media or something, or like
only for my artist and me? That's it.
You don't like browse or anything like that?
I browse a little bit. Like I see your stuff, and I.
But you never heard like
I like local stuff. I like people around me because I like seeing people's trajectory and seeing where it could go.
You never heard like, damn.
Yeah.
You haven't heard the single mom song? It's blowing up.
I'm gonna check it out though. For sure.
You should. I'm gonna sing you a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like that though. Shouts out to the single moms.
I hate single moms.
Why is that?
Single moms are always talking shit. Like
they do it all by themselves.
My biggest pet peeve is like, it's like, dude, it's Father's Day. It's not Single Mother's Day. That shit, that gets on my last nerve, dude. That shit gets on my nerves. Like, dude,
I'm the mom and the dad.
No, you're not, dude. You're just mom, dude. Trust me, you're just mom.
Because
like,
you get a lot of women saying that.
I'm mom and I'm that. No, you're not, dude. You can never be that, dude. You can do whatever you want and try as hard as you want. And I respect what you're doing. Like I said, I come from a single mom. And the first thing mom told me is like, I'm never going to be your dad. Like, I'm just your mom, and that's it. And like, dude, that shit. Father's Day, dude, I always post the same post. It's like, it's Father's Day, not Single Mother's Day, dude. Oh, dude, I hate it. I just get mad just thinking about single moms. Because all they do is talk shit and like, oh, I did it. It's me.
Yeah,
it's my day. No, it's not, dude. No, it's not. It's not just you, dude.
I've been through a little bit of that. You just learn to kind of let them live in their world, in their space. With me, it's more just, like I said, being present in my kid's life. That's all that really matters to me as a father who never had one. That's like the biggest thing. So I spend a lot of time with my daughter, and then when she's not with me, it's usually I'm in the studio. I play video games, to kill time. I play a lot of sports games like Madden, 2K, the League.
You stream?
No, all my homies say, bro, you be whooping motherfuckers' ass. Why don't you start streaming and getting money off of it? But I'm just like, I don't know. I've never been a really big gambler or nothing like that either. So like when you ask me about like betting on the fights and stuff, I just never really done.
I thought that's why you were making picks.
Oh no, I just started seeing a lot of people doing that content wise. I even like what you do. Like when you review stuff, man. I would have to say like watching your reviews, it kind of inspired me to do like the Johnny's Picks thing.
For
sure. Like I said, I watch locals. That's kind of what drives me because I know we're from an area where motherfuckers think we can't make it, So when I see somebody else from the area doing something dope, I like to try to rock with it.
Yeah, you know how many sponsors we've lost because we talk shit?
Oh man, it's okay. You gonna find some sponsors that align with you.
Yeah, this guy right here, Gallo Mix.
Yeah. Shouts out to Gallo Mix. You got me feeling nice right now.
This is good. This is good. Yeah, dude, we lost so many sponsors.
It's all right.
It's funny as fuck.
It happens in the music game too. We've had that, They don't like the headliner I'm bringing. They're like, oh, that.
How do you deal with that?
You just kind of learn to deal with it as far as like you can't take anything personal. Even if you do, you can't let them see that you took it personal. I might go in behind the scenes and tell my right hand man like, you see how they did us, bruh? But then we know that success is the best revenge, being successful, going after what you like and what you love. Eventually,
how do you tell your artist that though?
What, like when they're getting shut down with shit and just keep going, just keep it.
Like they shut you down, right?
Yeah, hell
Let's play this out. They shut you down, right? And I'm your artist. How are you gonna tell me like, hey, dude, like they usually shut you guys down like the night before, no?
Like for what?
Like if they cancel you guys for whatever reason.
Yeah, if there's a issue with a show, right, and they cancel.
What's usually the issue?
Usually their entourage, to be honest. That usually be the biggest problem for all artists.
I wanted to ask that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like bring it up.
No, that's usually the biggest problem is entourage because it's never the artist. The artist knows I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be doing this job.
Entourage as in who they bring or like the fans that come?
Could be both. Most of the time it's the people they bring. Because people are living vicariously through that artist.
Yes.
So there are because my boy got this show, we got this show, you know, and that's not the case.
I don't like that mentality.
Yeah, I don't like that mentality either. No. And I'm a realist. I tell my artists, yo, don't invite that dude. That dude always comes, fucks it up for you, you know, or he's gonna say something that might offend a promoter or something like that. If you're gonna have him here, have him in the crowd, you know, don't have him backstage.
So you tell them that?
Yeah, for sure. You got to be real with them, and then they know from that point further, you know, that okay, this could be a problem later on down the line. And it isn't always the entourage. Sometimes people's entourage is cool. Sometimes it could just be a person's beliefs. Sometimes it doesn't align with, you know, like for instance, when you asked me about the Trump thing, a lot of people will just shy from giving that answer or shy from it. They're like, oh, I don't want to talk about political stuff. But I know me saying stuff like that I open myself up for that, you know? Yeah. And I feel like people, they don't realize that. Like, you're opening yourself up to be critiqued, you know? So when you do get critiqued, don't take it personal. Just know that this is just one person's opinion. You can go, there's a million promoters out there. There's a million clubs out there. There's a million other artists that might align with what you're aligning with. So just all you got to do is just have that. First, it comes from self-belief. Like, you got to believe in yourself 100%. Like, I said 10, but half of that is delusion. You know?
Yeah.
Half of that is I was taught you have to believe you're the man.
Yeah.
You have to believe you're him. If not, you'll never be him. You'll never get there.
Sure.
So, you know, I didn't mean that in a pompous way. I meant it as in, this is what I've been believing since I was about 11 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's what I mean with them, like with the artists. Like, I tell them that just self-belief and knowing that you're going to get to where you want to go.
When do you tell them it's like, it's not going to happen, though? How far into the career are you like, you know what, dude?
If they're not taking it serious, like...
what if they're taking it serious and they just suck?
I just had that conversation with somebody recently.
Like, they're just like all in, dude.
Yeah.
But they just suck.
Yeah. There's a lot of artists like that. No disrespect, but there is a lot of artists that, yeah, no matter what they do, they probably not gonna make content that really hits. But at that point, I just tell them, look, I would never tell somebody to stop doing what they love. So I would tell them, look, you can keep making your shit, but you might want to start looking other avenues, you know, maybe pick up a camera, maybe, you know, help another artist with, you know, booking a show, or it doesn't always have to. Everybody thinks that they have to be the artist. And it's like, you don't have to be the dude. You know, you could be the dude in another aspect. You can be the manager, you know. The manager thing fell into my lap. I was doing shows, and I was always asking my boy GB, like, come out.
Shout out to GB.
Yeah, shouts out to GB for my boy GB. I did a show with his favorite rapper, Snow the Product. And I told him, come. I was like, bro, come to the show. Girl? Yeah.
I remember I was asking him, like, who's your celebrity crush, and he said, I was like,
yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that's his 100% favorite rapper. That's one of his favorite rappers, and
more of a crush.
He told me
Snow the Product.
I had a show with her at the Chachansey Park, and I told him, like, come out. And I would ask him, why aren't you on stuff like this? You got a bigger name than me. You got more, you know, visibility. This seems like a no-brainer. And he said nobody is willing to go to bat for him. You know, people were, you know, close those doors in front of him.
Sir.
So that's when I said, well, who's doing that for you? And he said, no one. I'm doing it all myself. I said, maybe I can help. Maybe I can, you know, open certain doors that people are trying to close on you. And then that's kind of how it happened. And then from there, he introduced me to other artists like Acito, Rico. He was the one that told them, like, hey, this is my guy. He could probably help you with your portfolio. And all those guys, too, were already doing shows, already had a buzz, already had everything. I just came in and assisted on making it a little bit more professional and making it a little cleaner.
My favorite thing, like, when when people post, like, you know, like the Thizzler, is that what it's called? They post like all these artists, and people just go in the comments and just
they go crazy,
bro, dude. I read the comments and I'm just fucking dying. I'm like,
now I do that on the internet,
bro. I
go
read
in comment
comments,
sections,
bro,
and I will laugh for hours.
Oh no, dude. I'm gonna send you some shit, and then you're gonna read the comments and you're gonna be like, "Oh hell no!" It depends what you laugh at, though.
Yeah, no, I'm a pretty open mind. You know
I laugh at shit where like
dark humor and shit.
Yeah,
like I'm with that too.
You shouldn't laugh at that. You know what I mean? But like, I'm like, oh, bro, like I laugh at so much shit. But my Instagram feed right now is just like people dying. So.
Oh, okay.
Do you get those?
I did, yeah, definitely. Like all the Palestine stuff. And,
no, not that. Like you don't get like the random ones where like it's just like a car accident or like.
Oh, I get that on Twitter. I get that on my Twitter. You don't get that on
Instagram?
No, not on my Instagram. But maybe because I'm following more like influencers and shit like that. So a lot of that pops on my
reels is just like people getting crushed by like forklifts. And
I didn't
like,
even know they do that on Instagram. I thought you get flagged for that.
Oh no, dude! There's hella people. I'll send you some shit. That way you
They're
can
trying
get
to
into your
copy
algorithm.
X, or you think because X is like.
Oh, dude, X is like the Wild West.
I was like, this is how Twitter used to be. Twitter used to be just like this.
The Wild West.
Free for all. Say whatever the fuck you want.
Hard R's, and I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I forgot. You can say that on here now.
Dude. And I mean, people are fucking... Have you seen like Reddits?
Oh, dude, I love Reddit. I'm a Reddit OG, though.
The hard R lives there,
dude. I'm a Reddit OG.
They breathe that word in those fucking comments.
My girlfriend,
it's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck?
My girlfriend says that Reddit's my dad. Because she's like, whenever you have a question, you just go to Reddit and ask the question, and you'll get an answer. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Reddit is my dad, dude. I'm a Reddit OG though, dude. I was on Reddit a long time ago.
Yeah, I just barely got hit to it because I would see like, you know how you go to like a streaming site for a fight. And then you see all the comments on the bottom. You're like, what is this from? Is this on the stream?
Bro.
And it's all Reddit. And
dude,
like,
Reddit people are crazy as fuck. Oh, no.
And they're saying the craziest shit, like racist shit that I've never heard of. It's like they're breeding all the new shit on there.
Did you ever go on 4chan?
No.
Oh, dude. So there's Reddit, right? Mm-hmm. There's like there's like the food pyramid.
Yeah.
So there's like Instagram. And then there's X. There's Reddit, and then there's 4chan. Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, 4chan is the worst of the worst memes you'll ever see, dude. Like, memes where you're just like, I want to show you them, but
we might do this off air.
I'm not going to show you it because it's like, it's just like, I saved it because I was like, dude, this is like an example of, I'm not going to show you.
But, I'm going to get him to show me off camera.
But it's just like, you see it and you're like, it's just like, it's so ridiculous. It's not even funny, dude, but it's just, you see this 4chan is like, people post shit like, it's just like so crazy what people post on there. It's just like a clusterfuck of like, that's like what the internet was, I guess, when it started. It was just like 4chan. It's just like a message board. Yeah. So everybody's anonymous on there. So people say the craziest shit on there. They're just like...
maybe going back and forth, too, with each other on there?
No, because they don't know who anybody is. They can recognize each other, though, because, like, based on, like... Because a lot of those people are using the dark web and a VPN, so they know who's who. But, like, fuck, dude. Like, you see some of the shit the only threads I would watch on there was, like, it's called You Laugh, You Lose. And they post the worst memes, dude, and you're just like... and it's just like, damn it, dude. And it's just like shit where you're like, it's not even funny, but you're like, god damn. And you just laugh. It's called You Laugh, You Lose. Okay. And you just watch it, dude, and you go as far as you can until you fucking laugh, and you're like, fuck. But there's so much shit on that.
Oh yeah.
Don't go on 4chan. That's like,
I'm one of those people too. Like when somebody tells me not to do it, I go do it. So.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been on 4chan in years now. But if you do go on 4chan, just go on like it's called the random thread.
Okay.
And then you'll see all these funny threads, but like don't go like feet pics and all that shit because people.
Okay.
Oh yeah, people are on like some weird shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Like my boy, the one who's usually here.
Okay.
He like uses Reddit for porn.
Okay.
He'll just watch porn on Reddit.
Okay.
So
that's where the porn's at.
Well, X actually.
Yeah, X is where the porn's at.
That's where he says.
Sure.
He says like that's where
shit
that's
that
his
you
go-to.
don't even see on like the main porn sites is on X.
Oh, he loves porn, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's about it.
He's a porn connoisseur.
He loves porn, dude. Like him is like he's like one of those like I love porn. Like he'll admit it.
Just watching it, or like he's like I'm just all the way into this shit.
No, like he's like
is he watching it like when he's just kicking it, or is he watching it because he's trying to get some stimulation?
that one.
Okay.
Yeah, like 10 times a day.
Okay.
He's just
shit.
Dude, it's a lot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I wish he was here.
Yeah, because I have many questions about that.
Dude, he's like next time you come on, dude.
Yeah.
He'll be here, dude. Like a lot. So he loves it. So he's always like he did a life hacks on it. I didn't want to post it because it was a lot, but he's just talking about like go on Reddit, you'll find all the OnlyFans models. Go on X, you're gonna find all the OnlyFans models. Don't pay for that shit. They all post on Twitter, dude. Like, don't pay for that shit. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
because he's really into it.
So he manipulated the game. He knows exactly.
Oh, but he gets into the plot. Of the porn. So he'll be like, yeah, like I kind of have to watch and make sure like if it's something fake, like nah. He goes, I want this shit to be real. Like I watched the whole little video from the beginning and like I want to see what the people are talking about. What are they arguing about? And I'm like, bro,
so it's like a novella to him.
Oh yeah, he gets into it. He gets into it. He says crazy. Like he'll spend like forever just finding the right video. He'll watch and be like, nah, this plot's not good. Like I need a good plot.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's into it.
He's
dude.
Like the Scorsese of fucking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If he wanted to be a director, dude, he would be a director.
He should probably jump into that. I mean,
no,
it might work for him.
You probably get some fucking Weinstein shit on him.
Oh shit.
He's one of those. No. He's fine where he's at. Reddit, he's all fine. All right, dude. We're going to close it out.
Yes, sir.
I need you to say something to the world and promote. I know you got a show coming up, right?
Yes.
All right, promote your show first.
June 15th, Riverdale, California.
Where's Riverdale
at? Right there in the 559, like kind of close to Fresno. It's kind of like a Merced Outwater type of deal.
Okay.
They're pretty close. Riverdale, California. We got the Mayhem competition. It's a bunch of independent artists coming together. The winner gets $500.
Are they battling?
It's a performance battle, so it's not like a rap battle. It's gonna be
a rap battle.
I would love to do that. Shouts out to my boy Julio. He runs the Westworld Battle League. So I have been in talks with him of starting something out here. So hopefully we can get a battle league specifically for the Valley artist, because there's a lot of battle rappers around here.
Have you ever heard of Prado?
Prado, that sounds familiar.
He's a rapper?
It sounds familiar. But I mean, I would probably have to hear something.
All right, I'll send you his shit.
Yeah.
He's fucking good. To me, humble opinion, to me, skill-wise, he's like the best rapper in the Central Valley. Okay. He doesn't put out a lot.
Oh, Prado. Okay. As soon as you say that, like, boom. He sings, raps, all of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That boy is sick. That boy is ill. He's ill as fuck.
He's been on here a couple times.
Prado,
Prado, my boy.
Yeah.
He's cool.
He's ill as fuck.
I love his music. He's great.
For sure. Very deceiving. If you're just an art, if you don't know, he'll walk in the room. You just think he's a cool ass dude.
And then he'll just
got the skills.
Oh yeah, he's legit. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Proceed.
We got the show on the 15th. Pull up. And then you can find me on all social media at Johnny Boy Lopez, JohnnyBoyLopez.
We'll tag him.
And then you can tap in for shows if you need shows being booked, or you want me to come to your show and turn some shit up. I can definitely do that. And yeah, man, I appreciate you having me.
Do you want to say something to the world before you close it out? Give the world some advice. Peace of your mind before you go.
Never quit on yourself. I'm somebody who's been doing this shit since I was 11. Legitimately, I was in my first studio since I was 11. So that kind of just, I've been doing this shit my whole life, and people always, when I see friends over the years, they're like, "Bro, I love that you're still doing it." That's probably some of the best compliments I get.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you, bro. Like that's the number one thing I say. Don't quit on yourself. Just keep going. Keep pushing. It'll eventually happen if you really want it. You have to want it, though. You can't, like how you were saying earlier, you can't just half-ass and think that you're gonna be good. You have to show and prove every time. And when you get to those moments, you gotta knock them out. That's what I've benefited off of, like the last few years, is every time I got a moment, I made the most of it. So if you ever get a moment, make sure you handle it and just always believe in yourself. And for me, it's always keep God first, for real. I know I'm not like the most spiritual dude, but anyone that knows me, that's where all this comes from. Everything I do is coming from God.
All right. Thank you for being on here.
It's
fucking hot, so we're going to end this.
Yes,
hot as fuck. So, hot day in Merced. All right, we'll see you guys next week with some regular programming.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.